everyone. So I did not, my thing is like moving all over the place. Okay, let me restart. Okay, so a couple week ago or something, I don't know when I last posted my video, but since then I've been thinking a lot about like what should I share. I was thinking last week, have I gone a whole week without sharing? I think I have. It was really like coming and hitting, and I was like, okay, maybe there's like nothing to share. I was like, you know, it was kind of silent with the Lord and me, just kind of, it was chill, wasn't much happening. I'm like, okay. So I was just like, you know what, Lord, this YouTube video thing and this YouTube stuff, it's like, it's up to you whether what you want me to share, you'll put it on my heart. I know this. So he has been putting something on my heart, and it's something he's actually currently teaching me. How to be vulnerable and real in such a fake world. It kind of relates a little bit to my last video of lies. Just as much as we have so many lies in this world, we have a lot of fake things going on, fake people. You know, fake it till you make it type thing, you know, have the mask on, trying to, you know, say, I'm okay, I'm not okay inside, you're like going through hell type thing, you know? So the Lord he was showing me a lot about vulnerability, what it means to be vulnerable. A friend of mine I was on the phone with, and she was like, yeah, I think it would be good for you to just, you know, get out there with other, you know, people who love the Lord and just, you know, be vulnerable with them. And I don't know why that word just stuck out to me. And that same night, I went to a Bible study, and the Lord kept bringing this word, vulnerability, to me. And he has since then. What it means to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable means being open. The definition I looked up, I haven't looked too much into the definition of it and, like, you know, expand the definition. You know, people go into the Greek and Hebrew and all that stuff, but I did not. I just went to Google and I looked at vulnerability, and it's interesting how many definitions came up of it being dangerous, getting hurt, anything to relate with wounds or danger and being hurt. That was the definition, and I was like, what? I was like, wow, how does that? And the Lord showed me that he wants me to become vulnerable in a way that in this world of fake people, of so much hurt going on, that I'm going to be vulnerable to the point of it's okay if I get hurt. And you know what? I'm going to be so vulnerable, but I'm going to be so secure in my walk with God that no matter what, I'm going to keep on being vulnerable, even if people hurt me, even if I get hurt along the way. It's going to be like water on a duck's back. It's just going to be like not affecting me. And because I'm so found in God, I'm so confident that this is my calling God has put on my life, is being open, because there's so many people out there that aren't open. We lack realness in this world, people. We lack vulnerability. We're so fake. We're like, well, I'm fine, but really we're not, as I said before. And open and real with people. But the thing is, vulnerability isn't just something that can happen overnight. For me, it's first the little steps, those little baby steps. The first step of being like, I'm going to be open and vulnerable with God first. That's where it starts. We can't be open and real and vulnerable with people unless we first start with being real with God and real about our feelings, how I'm feeling. Because I think a lot. I was sharing with a friend just recently. It's like, I think a lot, so I have to get out of my brain and start actually processing out loud with the Lord in my heart and being like, okay, Lord, I'm feeling this way. How should I be processing this? And I'm feeling this way. Just being 100% vulnerable and honest with where you are at and what you are feeling in that moment with God. Maybe you're feeling down. Express that to him. If you're feeling happy, if you're feeling like, whoa, this is awesome, like I'm just vibing today, tell that to God. Jesus wants to hear about our life. Even though he knows it, he loves to communicate. It's like, it's a friendship. You don't just hang out with a friend and say nothing because you're like, well, they know me so well, they know what's going on. No, it's a friendship with Jesus, so he wants to hear what's going on. He wants to hear your joys. He wants to hear your complaints, your anger, all of it. Just we're afraid to be vulnerable with God because either we're afraid that, oh, he already knows what's going on, or I'm scared because that's not what we're supposed to be doing to God because he's holy, and, you know, it's wrong to be, it's like, no, be real and honest. I've had to come to a point where it's like, yeah, I'm completely angry and I'm in pain, but I am expressing that to God and being like, I'm done. As I was saying in the last video, it's like expressing to him, I don't believe in you. And anyways, Jesus wants to hear all of it. Isaiah 60:11. Is that really what I'm doing here? Or no, it's 61. Duh. Okay. So Isaiah 60:11 is a verse that popped out, and the Lord showed me, like, that's vulnerability. It says, therefore your gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring to you the wealth of the Gentiles and their kings in procession. So your gates shall be opened continually, and they shall not be shut day or night. It's the opposite of being vulnerable, opposite of not being vulnerable and not being open is putting walls up. You have your gates up, you have your walls up, and you're not letting anyone in because you're scared and to be open. And a lot of that has to do with past pain or what you're doing, a lot of fear, whatever you're going through, anxiety. Those walls come up, but those walls are connected to a root of something. For me, it's been with fear of past relationships or past experiences with just people. So Lord showed me something, and it's so vital, and it's changed my process and mindset completely around. It's so powerful. Is pain is felt and experienced. But Jesus died on the cross. He got beaten and whipped. He got nails hammered through his precious hands. He didn't go through all that so we could experience it. He didn't go experience all the whipping and the flogging and all that. So later he was like, yeah, now you can die on the cross and be flogged and whipped and stuff. No. He died on the cross and he experienced all that pain so we'd never have to experience that exact same pain that he had to go through. And when we go through pain, it's interesting. Jesus went through that pain on the cross, but he never causes pain for us. He never now is like, now you have to experience pain. We do experience pain in this world, but Jesus never causes the pain. He never causes us to experience pain. And the only thing he causes us to experience it is looking at his nail-scarred hands and find healing in that. That's how we're supposed to be. Though we experience pain, our pain should never become another's. Our pain should never become someone else's pain. Our pain should be a lesson. Go through that pain. Go through that hurt. It's okay. Go through that with Jesus. But never bleed on other people. We will bleed on other people. I bled on other people. But the thing is, what we're supposed to be like is Jesus in this world. So when we experience pain and hurt, it never should affect someone else. It should bring healing to someone else. To show other people that, hey, I've gone through this pain, I've gone through this hurt, but I've been healed from this, and let me show you how I've been healed from this. It's just how Jesus shows us his nail-scarred hands and saying, hey, I hurt for you, I went through pain, but find healing in these nail-scarred hands. And that's how we can bring our pain to God and bring our experience of pain to people and saying, hey, I went through this too. But this is how Jesus brought me through this, and this is how I got healed. So, being open, and that's where being open and honest and vulnerable comes in, and maybe you aren't going through a great time or not so great time and a hurtful time, and it's okay to admit that you are in a hurtful time, and God will bring along people to come alongside you and help you through that process. And Jesus himself, I guarantee you 100% that he will be with you in that healing process as well. Anyways, hopefully that was encouraging. The Lord put that on my heart, and I'm still learning this as well, so it's a journey for me. It's exciting. I love it. It's such an exciting journey for me. So God bless you guys today.